Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today I'm in the creepiest of the basement. Well, if I put the lights over here it's not as bad. It's bad everywhere. Maybe if I... it doesn't help. I'm down here because I thought I would clean up a little bit. I have well, I collect a lot of stuff, and over here I have some boxes that I've probably sorted these plenty of times, but yeah, I keep collecting stuff and I don't throw enough out. So I thought if I film it, I get it done. So this is an oil burner and it fits for my stove. If I really want to run oil, it's years since I've tested it last, but I have it. I'm gonna keep it. It could get handy at some point, having it somewhere, but it's taking up a lot of space. I don't know, maybe it could fit in this box down here, I don't know. It would be nice to have it out of the way. Ah, dang it, it doesn't fit in the box. Even if I lay it down on the side, anywhere, well, the lid won't come on. So that was a no-go. So let's get on with. Let's take that box. See what's in that. Oh, it's not very heavy. Oh, okay. I have cleaned this up. That's not that long ago. This is my chemistry stuff. Or some of it. Salpetersyre. Okay, there's not much to clean here. This is pretty good. It's not as if I use it very often, I must admit, so. But I have cleaned it very nicely, so yeah, can't complain there. Okay, that was easy. I think I used this last when I was doing my own hand sanitizer when the corona crisis was brand new and everybody was out of hand sanitizer. So yeah, let's see, maybe I have already cleaned most of these. Let's check the next one. There's a good reason this stuff is in boxes and with lead on them. Christmas decorations. Okay. Don't think we need to, maybe this is going to be a very short video. Okay. Next box, the top one that's full of wires. That needs to be sorted. I am tired of all these wires, so I think we can throw a lot of those away. And first thing we you know, you always want to keep too much, but I brought this really ugly shopping bag down here, which is from Rema 1000. It's a convenience store, and yeah, I would never go shopping with this anyway, so I was gonna fill it up with stuff and then just throw the whole blotchy thing away. So that's what we're gonna do. I actually know what this is. At some point I had a projector in my living room, and it had super video connection, and this was the wire that I made for it. So I don't have that projector anymore, and I don't think super video is on its way back in anywhere. Then we have a wire here. That's just regular 220 volts. I'll just steal something somewhere if I ever need that again. Then we have something here. That looks to be a normal network cable out. It's probably not very high cat anyway. And all of this stuff is stuff that I've taken out of weird electronics over the years. So I thought, oh, we can always use a cable for something. And then you just have cables for something. Lots of it. So yeah, let's empty this out. And I can clean it now that it's empty. Because this one does not have a lid. I think I'm missing a lid. I think I broke a lid, and therefore this cable box does not have a lid. There, and I can throw the good cable over on that. The stuff that I want to keep, like this stuff. So I believe this is silicone cable. And I got this many years ago when I was making electronics at school. And this is the same stuff. My teacher had gotten a whole bunch of this, and he generously gave it away to the students, and we happily took it because cable was also expensive back there. So and this good quality Teflon cable thing, that was good stuff. Unfortunately, it was not red or black, which were the preferred colors for making electronics, but still good in yellow. And we have some green stiff cable. Yeah, that is good. And now we have a tiny little something. Okay, what do we have here? We have a printer cable. I think we're gonna take the computer cables out of this, and we're gonna bring it up to the computer stuff. Here we have a series. That's also just a printer cable. I don't think I'm ever gonna need them, but and this is some kind of a hi-fi cable from back in the day. Yeah, and this is just an extender. I'm not gonna need that ever again. Out. And another piece of 220 volt. Don't care. Oh, then we have some BNC cable for networking. The old stuff. I used to have so much of this. I don't think I have much anymore, so I'm gonna keep this. What if I should ever need some networking cable for this sort of stuff? So we're gonna keep a sample of that. Speaking of which, here's another little. I guess this is the sample. The other one was the long one. Then gonna keep that as well. Now we have some really thick wire here, but the wires inside of this wire is really thin, so it's a whole lot of plastic. I'm gonna throw this out. And the same thing goes with this one. A whole lot of plastic and not a lot of cable. Out. Then we have a very long one here. What could this be? This is also just a network cable. It's old. Out. And this is, I think this might be telephone cable, 4 leads. Yeah. At some point I've rolled this up really nicely, so we're gonna keep that. Then, I remember this. This was from back when I was living at home, and I had a workshop out in the garage, and this was my power distribution system. Come on. So this thin cable powered all of this. It might not have been smart, but yeah. It's out. It brings back memories though. It's I remember I had this mounted under the table and over the table so that I could plug something in on the table, and underneath the table I could also plug something in. And yeah, that was back in the day when I did a lot of vacuuming in my workshop, because my mom said that I couldn't use the electric heater, that was too expensive in power. But yeah, I used the vacuum cleaner to heat the place instead. So it was the vacuum cleaner was running a lot, and to keep my workshop heated. We have I have a ton of these somewhere. I don't want to bother with them anymore. Then we have one of these extension cords. Should I? Yeah, okay. I'll keep this one. And that one. Loudspeaker cable. Yeah, used to have a lot of tiny loudspeakers, so came with a lot of cables. We'll find more of that for sure. There's some better quality stuff down here as well. I think this is about the same quality. I am not entirely sure how much loudspeaker cable I need to keep around. It's not as if I have really been using it much, and it seems like if I was ever to use some loudspeakers again, I might go and buy some new cables for them. Yeah. So yeah, this is why I never get to throw anything away. I keep saving it. So what do we have here? Telephone cable, 4 leads. Yeah. Another one. Oh, this is, I don't like this. This one is out. Oh, then we have some red cable. Red cable is always nice because it's good for electronic projects. So we're gonna make this look better. There. Okay, this cable has a funny story. You can see that it's purple. It's actually spray painted purple, and that was because many years ago we had an issue at work that someone kept breaking in and stealing their computers. So my good neighbor, who also helped me get my job back in the day, he had the idea that if we could mark the computers with something so that they were easily noticeable. So the idea was these were home-built computers, so we just opened them up and then we spray painted them over the circuit board and the cables and stuff inside with this color, purple. And we did a test on some very cheap system boards, some 386s and some cables and some stuff, to make sure that it wouldn't hurt anything. So I was helping him with this, and apparently this cable didn't go back. But this was from back in the day. Then we have another 220 volt cable. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's probably the next cable I'm gonna need to do anything. It's gonna be that I threw out. And this is some stiff stuff. I like that. Then we have a PC cable. Oh, this, I don't know if this is good quality or if it's just old and stiff. It's gonna go out. I have plenty of those. I have another one here without anything on the other end out. Oh, this stuff is a flat network cable. It wasn't very good. It could run like 10 megabits, fine, 100 megabits sometimes, but yeah, it was really bad. But I guess it's a cool cable. I think I'm gonna save it. Okay, we are throwing some stuff out, so that's a good thing. No, there's a lot of loose cables that I've used for all sorts of stuff. I like this stiff stuff. And we have, oh, never mind. I was gonna tell you that I wanted to save this, but as it doesn't click, it's gonna go away. Okay, then we have some, what might this be? I think this is network cable as well. Might save a little bit of it. So what is this then? Oh, that's another Super VHS cable. That's gonna go. I'm not gonna be using that for anything ever again. Oh, one more of these. If I ever need those, I know where they're at. And this is some coax cable. It's kind of good cable. And TV signal cable. This is some of that stiff stuff that I like using it for batteries and stuff. There, another good piece. This is just a good cable for some project. Another telephone cable out. Here's some good loudspeaker cable. I'm pretty sure I scored this somewhere many years ago and I haven't used it for anything. It's very fine threaded loudspeaker cable, so if it's good for loudspeakers, it's also good for batteries and stuff, so I'm saving that. That's very expensive. PS2 extension cable, IT cable. Oh, we have some blue and red cable here that is on a spool. Yeah, I'll save that. And we have some IT cable. Oh, this brings back memories. This is a zero modem cable. I've made this. So this was, I believe we had this through the wall when my little brother had a computer and I had a computer, and I forget who it was, but one of us didn't have a 9-pin serial connection. We had a 25-pin. It's not, I forget. I believe that's a 25 and that's a 9-pin connection, and we could communicate and play Doom through the wall with this zero modem cable. It's never gonna be used again. Well, that's never gonna be used again. Out. And this cable is for audio. Out. I'll save it. And we have some of these things. I don't think I'm gonna need them ever, so out. If I do, well, we're kind of selecting another system for our power here, so those are getting obsolete. They still work, but yeah. Then there's this big mess of loose stuff. Oh, that's a nice project cable for something. Gotta keep that. I have a good black wire here. I believe I had the red wire as well, so I have a black and a red wire. I can actually see the red wire here. Well, we could kind cannot put those together very often. I need black and red. Another piece of stiff cable. Telephone cable. I better save one of those. And another good piece of okay thick wire. I should have a little bag and put all of this tiny stuff in there. I didn't have a bag that was big enough. I still have this monstrosity. Most of well, this one is a hard cable. Let's save a little bit of that as well. So we did throw a good bunch of cables out, and oh. More cables. There. I actually see that there is 2 LEDs on this one, so I might have a LED for the box anyway. I don't know why this hasn't been put on. Now it doesn't get as dusty. And the trash bag is getting good. Okay, I got a little bit of cleaning done. I thought more of these boxes was full of totally old crap. I do still have a couple of, I think I have been through those, but I don't think I've done videos. I'm not sure. But I have managed to collect myself a headache down here. I'm not sure if maybe the air isn't great down here. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I am sure you didn't get anything out of this video because it was really weird and all over the place, and all I got to do was to throw out a lot of bag of old cables that can now go out. But nevertheless, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so you can see me again, and I promise to do something completely different next time. Have a nice day. Bye bye.